Hi everyone, welcome back, and today I will be solving another medium question in the SQL 50 series, and let's get into it. So the question is product price at a given date, and we have to work with just one table, products table, and the product ID, change date, it's a combined primary key for this table, and we have it says that each row of this table, it indicates that the price of some product was changed to a new price at some date, which is at change date, and the new updated price is our new price. And we have to write a solution to find the prices of all products on 16th. Okay, and we have to assume the price of all products before any change is 10. Okay, so if the price was not changed at a particular day, and since we are only interested in 16th, we will assume that the price was 10. Okay, and we can return the result in any order. And let's also take a look at the data. So we have product IDs, we have new prices, we have a change date. Okay, so we can also have data for multiple days, right? So like if we see the product ID 1, the first price change was on 14th, which was 20, then price was updated again on 15th and 16th, and since we have the 16th for the product 1, we want to output 35 for 1, and for 2, so we know that it was updated on 14th, and then again it was updated on 17th, but there was no update on 16th. So I think in this case we can assume that since after 14, the next update was on 17th and there was no update on 16th, so the new price was still 50 on 16th, so we can consider that. And if we look at the product 3, there was no price change. We cannot see any price change updates before 18th, so we don't know what the previous price was, and in that case, this is the case, we have to take this assumption that the price of all products before any change, it is 10. So for product 3, we'll take 10 as a price. Okay, let's just write it down. And yeah, I will see in our output we want product ID and the price. For the price, we just discussed that there are multiple scenarios. So first we have the simple case wherever my change date is equal to 2019 and 8 for 16th. I'll directly take the new price. If I take the case of product ID 2, where I do not have the price change update on 16, but I have the one before it, which is 14, but also the one after it's 17. Okay, let's first take the easier case, which is the product ID 3, where my change date is greater than 2019 8. But in this case also we have to make sure that because this, when I am saying that change date is greater than 16, this covers both 3 and 2 also, because 2 also has the change date greater than 16, even though it has a change date less than 16, but it also has greater than 16. So what I can say is that the minimum change date should be greater than 16. If that's the case, then I'll use 10 as my price, right? Because if the minimum change date, if it's less than 16, then I will have to take that date into as a new price, as the updated price. So when my change date is less than 2019 08 016 and it's not equal to 2016, then I'll take the latest Then I take the price for latest date before 2019 08 16, right? Once we write this query, it will be more simpler. So I'll take the first scenario, which is the second one, because we can actually combine this and this together. So I'll write this query first. I'll select my product ID and select my product ID from products table, and also I'll put 10 as my price, right? But where I'll do this is, since I want my its minimum date change date to be greater than 6, so I'll have to group it by product ID, and then I will put the filter that having my change date, minimum of my change date, it should be greater than 16th, right? Okay, so this covers my this scenario. Now what I have to do, I have to write a query to work with these two cases. What I can do is just write this query. So I'm selecting product ID from my products. How do I get a price for the case when my change date is less than and also equal to 16th, because I need the latest date, whatever it is. If it's the 16th, or if it's less than 16, whatever latest date is, I want that price for that. Yeah. And I'll just where my change date is less than or equal to 2019 08 16. I can do this with the use of Windows function, either first value or last value. What this does is it just takes the, if I'm in this case I'm using a first value, so it takes the first row for that particular case. I'll just form the case right now. So I'll take the first row for the partition. I'm just grouping it by, for every product ID. What I'm saying is for every product ID, because I'm partitioning by product here. So for every product ID, take the first new price. And how does it decide which is the first value in the new price? I'll order it by, you sort the results by your change date in descending. If I use the last value here, you can use ascending sort. So what I'm saying is just take the first value, the first row for every product ID, and since I'm sorting the change date by descending, so I'll have if the latest date for that product is 16th, I'll get the price for 16th. If it's less than 16, maybe 15 or 14th, I'll get the latest price date, the new price for that date. And I'll just give it a name, our price, and then union these results. And let's run this and see if this works. And it's accepted, and I'll just submit it, and this is accepted. Yep. So yeah, that was it for this question. I hope this helped, and if I explained it properly. So yeah, so that's it for this video. Thank you.